welcome to Two Guys, One Anime. I'm Ashuri.
And my name is the Holy Apple.
And today we are doing another Watch Mojo reaction, if you like. And this one is top 10 worst anime English dubs and translations. I don't know about you, but I hate dubbed. Except for Pokemon and Dragon Ball were probably the only ones that I was okay with. I don't think I've watched any others.
I'm a bit of a strange one. I kind of like Nambaka dubbed.
Oh, really?
As a weird one, yeah. I kind of like Jugo's voice in the English dub. So that's why I watch it. Okay,
I've never watched it, so I wouldn't know.
It's worth a try, but no, as a general rule, I just watch English sub.
Yeah,
I don't bother with those.
It's the same with films. I just watch it in its native tongue, and
yeah,
that's it. It's like, yeah.
Works wonders when you do.
Yeah, literally, you get the full feel of emotion behind what they were trying to go for, and it just works.
It's not only that as well. It's like if you watch it in the native language, then you're not going to get like Kung Fu Soccer is probably like the best example. But it's like if you have a translated language, their mouths don't always move to what they're saying, and it can put you off really badly.
Yeah.
But if it's in a native language, then you have no issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's very true. Why. But like we said, this is English dubs and translations. There's probably going to be some really stupid ones, so let's check them out.
Hey, what are you doing? I am Chief of Techno Police. Techno Police? I want you to hand over the file on the command system of that tank, and I want it now.
We suggest watching these series.
That's bad voice.
It's always going to be old stuff.
Counting down our picks for the top 10
always old stuff.
English dubs and translations.
You didn't really want me to run you over tonight, now did you?
Well, it's just that...
For this list, we considered series that are notorious for their disappointing English voice acting in comparison to the original Japanese.
I've thought up a new law to celebrate my return. Write this down. Right. Anyone who ignores the king will be executed.
We are including timing, emotion.
That's actually not bad in comparison to some stuff.
We're not saying these series are bad in their own right, as a few of the shows you'll see on this list are actually considered masterpieces, with translations that just don't do them justice.
Oh, it's the AB group one.
Number 10.
God, what have they done to Krillin's voice?
Are they moaning about the song?
Even some of the longest franchises need to stay subbed. Considered by many anime fans as a top tier
They can't be
show,
moaning about the song.
It may come as a surprise that the series has a highly laughable English dub.
Is that it? What?
While villains and temporary characters are the most affected by poor voice acting, many of the main character performances lack emotion.
I'm sorry, Usopp. It's all over now. This is the end.
This
that sounds
many
really flat.
disappointing, emotionally driven scenes, as it comes across as plain and unpolished. This breaks down most of the humor that One Piece is known for, and it becomes a complete mess. Plenty was lost in the translation.
He's made a robot. How did that happen? Yo ho ho! He took a bite of gum gum.
Number 9.
Okay.
Source 2, Super Life Form Transformers.
Well, how can morale not be low? We still haven't heard from Convoy.
It's a robot.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
Bored doing the same old things around here.
The original Transformers cartoon series is in an awkward place in regards to whether or not it's considered anime. As the English version is superior in every way, many people have claimed that one for the West.
I was wrong, my friends. I admired Megatron merely because he was powerful. I failed to see how he
it has that robot twang to it.
Beast Wars 2, however, Japan can keep that one. An already subpar series, Beast Wars 2's English translation and dubbing makes the series completely unwatchable.
Luckily, if the energies use the wrong reasons, we'll be alerted. They better not try anything.
It must be the Predacons. A suspicious spacecraft has landed on Gaia. It's probably them.
The voice acting is laughable, and the
What in the hell am I
more
listening
than
to?
translate the original script word for word, resulting in a bunch of lines that make little to no sense.
You're awesome, Convoy. You're gonna throw us a party with just a hint of an animal touch.
I'd rather have a party with a robot touch. Oil and energon cocktails. I don't see why we need an animal party.
Number 8.
Mr. Hooks?
God.
21C.
Tell me, friend, you ever been to Sentinel City? No, I haven't. What's special about it?
Just the worst crime rate in the world.
Here comes
It's like one guy doing all their voices.
Trying to recapture a hijacked tank. There wasn't much to expect from this film. Created as a cooperation between studios Artmic and Nue, the film suffered from financial problems from the start.
Normally does.
Take it easy. Don't use force.
All right, I won't. Just give it to me.
It's Lord
Initially
Farquaad.
planned as a series, they couldn't afford enough voice
Lord
actors and
Farquaad,
animation, thus resulting in the movie we have now. As the film has been re-released multiple times over the
Really
years,
aged.
the original English version has faded into obscurity as it's almost unwatchable.
We can't afford to let that tank get away. But you'll blow up the city.
Oh god.
Bet you'll blow up the city.
Number 7, Card Captor Sakura.
Thank you so much.
It's all 90s stuff.
I have been
Yeah.
stuffed in
Like,
that book for like ever.
If you nail a series your first time around, there is no reason to redub it again. While initially released by Nelvana in a heavily edited run of over 39 episodes, contrary to the original 70, the rights were later issued to Geneon, now NBC.
Sakura,
Your mouth doesn't even
you
move.
think you could be any louder?
I wasn't that loud.
You sounded like a small dinosaur up there.
While Geneon released the series with a full run, many of the voices were redubbed in order to decrease their age.
And why are you dressed like that?
What, this?
It's her hobby.
Fans never want that. The Western version also came heavily edited, even to the point of removing many character backstories. This rendered the plot difficult to understand, ruining the series for most of the Western audience.
Power of magic. Power of light. Surrender the wand. The force ignite.
I was gonna say, because Card Captor Sakura is meant to actually be okay. Like,
No one else is
Yeah, but that's the second one I said.
Hey, don't forget you have to repeat the chant exactly 3 times.
Now our next entry just can't catch a break with its English dub, no matter how many studios try their hand. We aren't kidding. As big names like Funimation, Zebek, and Shaft have all taken a turn with, shall we say, less than optimal results.
I believe our new teacher has arrived. He's waiting for
Do
us
we?
in the dean's office.
Great, thank you.
oh
Whatever
god.
they do, fans just
Great,
can't
thank you.
This is also the result of heavy censorship, as
You look like a
creator
Jill
Kaneki
sandwich.
Matsu is rather fond of fan service and risque activities.
Yeah, if you're not prepared to do what the Japanese have already made, no point in
Don't bother.
taking it on. Just leave it.
Well, Western audiences couldn't have that. Let's leave this series alone and let the fan service exist like it was originally intended.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yes, it might be weird and creepy in some respects, but that's how it was made. Just leave it.
Number 5, Astro Boy.
Astro Boy.
Original series.
What on earth's the matter? Mechanically stopped? No, just out of power. I'm being sold to a
1963 though.
Yeah.
The series set the standard for English voice acting in anime
Delay.
for a very long time. Only not in the good way.
Hello, operator. This is an emergency. Get me the chief of police. What's that? You say the chief of police is busy and cannot be disturbed?
This classic series, following the misadventures of robot Astro Boy,
I mean-
was initially released in 1963, resulting in subpar voice acting work due to stereotypical views of different races.
Yeah.
There's someone here who was speaking against the state. Get him!
If you were of pretty much any race watching this show,
This has not
there's a
aged
decent
well.
chance that you would be
No.
offended. While we have come a long way in the 52 years since the initial release, Astro Boy is still a dark stain on the voice acting community.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
Yeah, I'm
Boy.
kind of glad they remade it.
Now we've got to find a way to destroy these saucers. Can't do it. Why not?
Number 4,
Why
Sailor
not?
Moon.
Hey, Serena, I heard about your test.
Yeah.
Want me to be your tutor?
But
I
as
couldn't
much as
watch
it's
this.
too big. Such a dweeb, Melvin. She doesn't need a tutor. She needs a trip to the mall to get her mind off this.
Even
Oh,
the classics
God.
have some of the magic lost during translation. This quintessential magical girl anime of Usagi Tsuskeno, sorry, that's Serena Bunny in English, and her friends who could transform into superheroines to protect the world.
Moon tiara.
Sounds like an easy, popular premise, right? Now, here lies the problem.
We've got a problem.
Major problem.
Originally translated by DIC Entertainment and Cloverway, Sailor Moon widely underperformed in the West due to poor voice acting choices
Yeah.
and a lack of emotion. As the main cast was cycled out each season in an effort to fix the problem, it only made it worse.
Luna the
Oh,
cat.
God.
Luna the cat's voice is weird as well.
She put in her coffee this morning.
Today only, everything in the store is 90% off.
Number 3.
That's probably the best
Yu-Gi-Oh!
voice acting out of all of
When
it.
he's thinking,
Hey, Tristan, Yugi here's teaching me how to play Duel Monsters.
drooling monsters?
Oh, what is that
Duel
accent?
Monsters, you Nimrod.
It's time to duel. A fan favorite childhood series for many a millennial. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is
even
notorious
me-
for its incredibly bad dub, courtesy of 4Kids Entertainment. Accents from all around the
Yeah,
world
4Kids
are
was pretty
completely
bad.
butchered.
Yeah, it depends on
teetering
what
the edge of
ones you're
racism at
watching.
best.
You may have found a watery trail leading back to our guardian, but you have yet to breach his defenses. Defenses that we activate now!
It doesn't stop there, though, as 4Kids severely changed many parts of the story to limit the drama and violence.
Ooh, I'm shaking. Maybe you'd like to settle this with fists instead of cards.
Whoa, take it easy, Joey.
This happens all the time, but this time, it also caused massive reprints of the official trading card game. Maybe we just didn't realize it was this bad until we were older. Nonetheless, we can all agree that this one is laughable at best.
You're not faring any better than the old man did, Yugi. Your deck is just as weak and feeble as your grandfather.
Very close to saying dick.
And a better duelist than you'll ever be.
Number 2, the Big Green Dragon Ball dub.
What is it, Majesty? You alone can defeat a certain warrior.
Bad. It's the films, man.
Space warrior.
Dragon Ball's English dub came at a time when anime was still very obscure in the West, but the Funimation dub is still a
Jesus
very
Christ.
respectable effort in its own right. However, the French broadcasting company AB Group did their own translation for European audiences. Originally translated into French, the show was then retranslated from that into English.
Yes, more. I'm taking on your power now. Soon I'll be able to destroy him.
Jesus.
I'm ready.
Combine that mistake with the work of some of the worst voice actors they could find, and you've got yourself a
Fucking
series
hell.
that fans often refer to
Ah,
as
I'm
the
ready.
Green dub.
Oh god, that's terrible.
Sounds like he's in pain.
Why Big Green? That's what this series inexplicably calls Piccolo, for reasons that we don't even
Big Green.
Who are you? Let that child alone.
Just slightly
It's our worst English
racist.
dub. Here are a few honorable mentions.
Are you the one who wrote this?
What? Oh. Yes.
You know what the worst thing about some of this is when they sound like they're recording in different places.
Inside this room.
Yeah.
But you can hear it.
Like, you can hear someone like in a professional studio.
And then someone in their cupboard.
Yeah.
Literally.
I'm telling you, something suspicious is going on in that pet shop.
Leon, listen to me. You can't go off half-cocked.
Two
What you
different
need is some
sounds.
proof, detective.
So then I guess you won't find any of this interesting, Captain.
Number 1.
Speed Racer. Yeah.
Your father didn't take all that money.
Terrible.
Mr. Fixer offered for you to join the Alpha team. Well, I'll see you after I win. Good luck, Slick.
Here we have it, the king of bad English
So
dubs.
bad.
Initially released by
They've got to
Capcom
show the bit where he
Productions,
goes off a
Speed Racer that
cliff.
Western audiences
It's
received
famous.
Was an extreme disappointment. The voice acting, if you can call it that, failed in every aspect.
Got to show the bit where the guy goes off the
What are
cliff.
you doing here, Speed? Practicing. You must not be in the race. I will be.
Practicing.
From sarcastic emotions to poor delivery and failure to adjust to any situation on screen, the complete lack of care the voice actors had for this series is appalling.
You're the masked racer, aren't you?
Stay there, Trixie. I'll go after Sprite and Speed.
Do you agree with our list?
Oh,
Can you
they
speak
show it.
Oh.
See, right, there are so there are a couple more. So, and they weren't terrible, but they were bad. Because obviously the Dragon Ball Z one, I'm trying to remember who the actual dub who it was. Like was Sean Schemmel and Christopher Sabat. I can't remember what the name of that actually is. And then
I'm off the top of my head.
my brother prefers. His favorite Dragon Ball Z dub was Ocean dub.
Okay.
And the Vegeta is done by I think his name was Paul. I think it's Paul Drummond. I think his name was. His Vegeta was a lot more like eviler. Like it suited the early character. Now probably not so much. But it had like more of a nasty sort of voice to it. And I see why my brother liked it, but I was always like, I'll just go with the normal one. Like I preferred that.
Yeah.
Then they changed. This is why I don't like Dragon Ball GT. Because they changed the voice acting.
Yeah.
And the Vegeta for that is just.
Yeah, not so good.
Just terrible is not the word, right? And then the other one that you can still watch on YouTube now is, you know, I think I told you, Urusei Yatsura.
Maybe.
Yeah, Urusei Yatsura. Actually, do you know what? Quickly, special edit. Right, so Matt Lucas is playing the main character. I can't remember his name. It's so bad. So the BBC, I think it's for its 25th anniversary, the BBC thought it'd be really cool to recolorize, make it all look really nice, and then they got English, not American, English actors and actresses to dub it, and it is the worst thing in the world.
Hey, watch out! I think this might be my lucky day.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's you! I had an explicit dream about you last night, involving a powerful
A little bit racist.
and
Just a little bit.
alien woman. You trouble. I've had a premonition.
You've had a bottle of mess, more like. Now piss off back to the day centre.
Let's take him in.
By the way, he doesn't say half this stuff. This is also bad translation. Because half this stuff's not said.
Yeah. I think it's literally just trying to appeal to a British audience.
Yeah.
Here's my business card.
Which, by the way,
he's got a fucking West Coast accent. I just realised, here's my business card. I just picked up on that. I've never watched this full out, but that's so bad. But yeah, like, if you get a chance, if you want to watch this, literally go on, put in British dub. It was made by the BBC. Because they didn't even call it Eurosai Yashura, it was called Lum the Invader, which is like another name for it, but honestly, it's really bad. It's really bad.
This is why we don't have British voice actors.
Yeah. Going back to that Watch Mojo, yeah, it seemed like British or English dubbing of anything. I mean, Dragon Ball Z, even though, like we said, it had bad ones, was probably like the original, like, good one for 90s anyway.
Yeah, 'cause I think it's like one of the early ones. Well, one of the very few animes that actually made it to Western audiences.
Yeah, same as
it's like on things like Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
so.
same as Pokemon did,
Same
sort of,
Pokemon.
you know, Ash
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ketchum
As well.
Yeah, the proper Yu-Gi-Oh! One, not that one that we just watched. But yeah, like Sean Schemmel, like you know how big he is as Goku.
Yeah.
I mentioned Christopher Sabat as Vegeta. Christopher Sabat now does what's All Might. That's it. He does All Might's voice, which is mental. Does other voices as well, but like
he's got a good range on him.
Yeah, it's like they're leagues above any English other dubs and stuff. So we have got good voice actors over this side of the water, believe us. But
just never trust anything published by the BBC.
Don't go British. Like, it's the one thing that Americans have actually got right is that they do have some decent voice actors.
If you want an evil villain, we tend to be very good at that. But that's about it.
we can do that. I mean, we say that, right? But Christian Bale did the voice for Hal in Howl's Moving Castle, and I believe Kate Winslet did the voice for Mary and the Witchflower, I believe. I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure. So there has been a few, like, a lot of Studio Gilby stuff has got English voice acting in it. Like, actual, whether they're doing English voices, I don't know if Christian Bale has actually, because I've never watched the dub, but yeah, it's... I
think I've actually watched quite a few of those films actually as English dub as well. Like, there are exceptions to the rule where you can watch it and you'll be fine with it, but 90% of the time, English dub for me.
So, if you have any other voice acting, like, bad moments, let us know down in the comments. Kind of interested to see a few more, because I find them quite funny. I don't know about you.
Yes, but always very funny.
Yeah, but if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. It will help us out. Also subscribe. We'll try and do more of these if we can find more videos, and we'll react to some Watch Mojo stuff as well, because they've got some good ones, to be fair to them. But until then, goodbye.